There's someone here. He seems to be in great pain.
Flesh is well past ripe.
Nice.
The spirit ignores you, focused as it is on tearing the source from its captive. It stinks of dark magic. There's nothing in the spirit but pain, its own and that of its captive. He resists the agony, but it's only a matter of time before the spirits tear his source away. The pain begins to hurt you too. The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it and turns it back on you. The pain you share nears unbearable levels, and the spirit begins to smile. This is the pinnacle of its existence. And then it exists no more. The pain it gave you ebbs away.
No! Don't do it! The pain is too much. It will kill me. You can't.
He shudders as fresh waves of pain course through him.
Leave, while you still have a chance. And don't touch the...
He passes out mid-sentence from the pain. The dark stench assails you. The dark stench assails. The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it, and then it exists no... His face goes slack as the pain renders him senseless. The man doesn't respond. He's out cold. lies on the floor, her essence all but drained from her frail bones. She shifts with a light clatter at the sight of you.
Fate can't be avoided, it seems. Please, just leave me to the God King's whims. A sworn breaker? Please, I beg of you, end this curse. Consider me moved, Godwoken. Your mercy is boundless. And now I break his shackles and end this misery. No goodbye has ever been sweeter.
Windigo.
I am me, and only me. The next move is yours, Godwoken.
Free from the Covenant. But something tells me the God King's gaze remains upon her.
Doesn't respond to you. He's senseless from the... The dark stench assails you. The spirit seizes them, and then it exists no...
My dear Lord Orden, you should have told me you were expecting visitors.
Run, you fool!
That, I'm afraid, is a matter of perspective. From where I stand, all of you must die.
Why, Kemm? Why betray everything for which you once stood?
Betray? I didn't betray the Order. I liberated it. As one of Lucian's pawns, I stood for weakness, frailty. And then the God King showed me the world as it could be. He made me a promise. He promised me a path unburdened by Lucian's pathetic need to defend the defenseless. He promised me a world dominated by the worthiest bloodlines across the ages. He promised me a lasting seat at his glorious table in return for my oath. For the king chooses only the strongest, the most loyal, the most deserving. And now, Godwoken, I uphold the final act of my oath. Your execution. You can forget about finding Lucian. Believe me, no good comes from our so-called divine.
I cannot. I am near drained of my source.
You were always weak, wizard. You just never knew it. It's time for me to teach you the truth.
I'm alive. I was convinced the pain would destroy me. That you would destroy me. But you freed me instead. The pain is gone. I feel almost whole. I will be, I think. Now that I'm out of Kemm's damnable clutches. He and his black ring cronies will stop at nothing. To think I trusted a traitor. I thought him a friend, a protector of the city. Yet all the while he was trying to gain entry to the tomb, to Lucian's body. Just like you, I presume. You didn't come here by chance, did you? No. Your power, your skill. You're a god-woken. And I think it's fair to say you didn't come to save my hide out of the kindness of your heart, either. You want to enter the tomb of Lucian, don't you? You are God-woken. I was told God-woken would want to get into the tomb. I was also told I should make sure that doesn't happen. Well, what people believe about my role as the keeper of Lucian's tomb is all part of the Divine's plan. I swore an oath to prevent anyone from ever entering the tomb of the Divine. But that may have been a mistake. I've heard of your deeds. People call you a hero. Maybe you're worthy after all. The Divine's tomb is a fortress, a gauntlet. No single person was entrusted with the entire sequence necessary to enter. Not even I. Lucian insisted that no one ever approach his remains, especially a God-woken. Before he died, he arranged for the lone wolves to hunt and harry any rumored god-woken until they were dead or banished to the ends of the world. Within Lucian's body resides the very power of the gods. The power to seed a new divine. He insisted this power remain there, eternally sealed within the tomb. To what ends, I don't know. But I know that even in his great wisdom, Lucian could not have foreseen times like these. The void's silent scream is about to engulf us. This is why I will help you. Because I believe only a new divine can save Rivellion. To pass the path of blood, you must bypass the statue of Lucian. The scroll of atonement, when used with a source amulet, will provide an alternative route. Have you by any chance met Sanders, the toy maker? He is one of the engineers who designed the Path of Blood on behalf of Lucian. He's a genius, but his ways are, let's say, idiosyncratic. He works as a toy seller now, right here in Arx. You may tell Sanders I sent you. Sanders is the expert, but once you claim the amulet and the scroll, I'll explain how to use them. But be warned, bypassing Lucian's statue is just the beginning. I may be able to forewarn you of the dangers you will face, but you must still face them. I will answer as best as I can. The Divine worked in mysterious ways, and it was not our place to question him. I hope his spirit will forgive me for breaking my oath. He knew that his mortal remains would hold great power. The servants of the Void would naturally seek this power. We can never allow the Black Ring to lay their hands on his remains. Good luck, Godwoken.
With a glint in the dark of his eye, the spirit of Kemm sneers at you.
I am sworn to the king, and sworn I remain, Godwoken. I owe you nothing. It matters not if you defeat every last lich whose bones have risen in my master's honor, Godwoken. With or without me, with or without Ishmael, the God King rises. My aims are, no less than the God King's triumph. That's all you can know. Enough! Is it not obvious to you? To own this city is to own the cathedral, to own the tomb, to own Lucian. Lucian is the key. The seven may be dead, but their essence still lives within his rotting corpse. When the God King claims that final pearl of divinity, his reign will begin. Imagine it, Godwoken, a pure and perfect world. Cowards will no longer beg for scraps at warriors' feet. The fruits of our own labor will belong only to us. The divinity held within Lucian's cadaver belongs only to the King's chosen, and you are not worthy. My master requires nothing less than the dead divine lying in its most famous tomb. There is still the wisp of the seven residing within him, a single wisp separating the rightful king from his kingdom. Wait, what? What? No! No! This was not the deal! This was not the deal! I will return!
Wendigo's spirit quakes. She is no longer the arrogant banshee that summoned a kraken and brought down a magister vessel, but a fearful child bracing for parental punishment.
He's close, so close. Can't you feel him, Godwoken? The king approaches.
A moment of silence passes, and then Wendigo's scream splits the air.
He's tearing away my soul, Godwoken. Cast me to the void if you must, but do not let him take me.
Wendigo's spirit flutters and writhes. Your skull squeezes tight, and your throat burns with fire, but the substance of her being is nearly yours. Your head shrieks as if split in two as the God King severs your link to the spirit. Wendigo looks to you in horror as the king seizes his property and collects on her promise.
City of Secrets is. And you know what happens to the most valuable secrets? They get buried.
Again. Oh, he's all blood and battle, all right. Until you show him a Ferolian snuff box or an ancient imperial fainting couch, then he's as giddy as a cat in a field of catnip. He knows very well I'm the best in the business. Asked me to value his collection personally. Did you find them? The portrait of the divine, the cup of kings, and the scroll of eternity. These are the only treasures I'm after. These are the ones I want you to find.
I don't know why Daddy wouldn't let me play with that cat. Why does he get to have all the fun?
Why, hello again. Did you find them? Then the vault is real. I can't believe it. What did you find? Do show me, please. Let's have a long-awaited look.
Come out, wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are. And so I finally have all three. 7 bless you for your troubles. Although no greater blessing, really, than lots and lots of precious things.
How dreadfully crowded these rooms have been. One so yearns for the calm of earlier days.
Come out, wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are.
How dreadfully crowded these rooms have become. One so yearns for the calm of earlier days.
Come out, wherever you are.
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers-in-arms! And my sworn magister comrades murdered! I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue-bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you?
Find something down in that vault. He always gets what he wants.
Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
I've spotted something.
Those magisters are craftier than I thought. Mystery vault under the barracks here. Those magisters are craftier than I thought. Stuck sitting here while Kemm goes rummaging around in the vault. Typical.
Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a magister named Wainslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him. I don't rightly know. The paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Wainslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him. Dead? Damn it! Damn it to the void! Winslow deserved better than that. Truly, I thought they'd just escaped. Can't let sorcerers keep their sauce. At least the matter's settled. I can rest easy now.